Hey there, it's Craig Ansell from the Career Growth Made Easy podcast. We're excited over here because we're celebrating with part two and our conclusion of video interview with American Idol's William Hung. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Career Growth Made Easy. I'll see you over there. Hey, while you were going through your growth and things, you were at UC Berkeley. I think did you have a couple jobs in between then and then being on the latest American Idol? Do you have anything that you'd like to share about where you kind of dabbled in career growth?
Yeah, so I try to it was like back then before my American Idol fame. I actually served as one of the, how do you call it? I don't know, waiter is the right word. Just one of the servers
Okay.
for the people eating the food at my campus. My thinking was that I wanted to earn some extra money. I don't want to rely on my parents so much. Want to have some freedom to enjoy my hobbies. Sometimes eat a little bit better, good food, maybe buy a few games here and there.
Sure.
So that's what I did. That's my first real job.
No, no, that's awesome. I think working in your college campus is really great too. You get to know people, network a little bit, so that's nice. Did you
Yeah.
have a stint working in something about crime analysis? Am I getting that
Yeah,
right?
that happened much later on
Yeah.
because there was after my first 4 years for traveling and performing all over the world.
Wow.
Uh, yeah, my showbiz slowed down, and then I felt like I need to decide: do I want to keep going, or maybe try a different path?
Okay.
Maybe I thought I made enough money. Maybe I can get a stable job, settle down, and that was it. And that's why I tried out that statistical analyst job for the sheriff's department. I
Nice.
thought I was good at math. I thought that maybe it's something that could be exciting, like the CSI or Criminal Minds on TV.
Right, right. Oh. So did you try it out? Did you make it into the position or was it just an interview only?
I did get the job, uh, but my former supervisor, she said, like, how come you didn't mention you were on American Idol on the resume? That was so cute. So funny. I
Yeah.
told her I thought like this. Well, I thought it's not relevant to the job I'm applying. I thought I don't know exactly what I'd be doing for you, but I was just processing data and numbers, I would
Right.
think. And then she said that it's very always great to hear this. She was one of my fans too.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I'd agree with you. Coming from the career side of things, you put what's on your resume that is relevant to the job. And, on
Yeah,
the other hand, while you're a proud international star and famous, you're not bragging, right? You're applying for a
yeah,
job and saying, here's my core content, my core talent. Wow.
yeah.
Well, I didn't realize the timing of this, and so we really jumped ahead in your career as far as going from UC Berkeley then into this tech crime analyst. But then I didn't even I glossed over by accident the fact that you had several years of touring and things. So I wasn't as familiar with that. So can you take us through how that happened and kind of the cycle, how quickly it occurred, and what happened in your head when this was happening?
Everything just happened all of a sudden because I got like hundreds of emails that same night when my audition was broadcasted on TV. And then some of those emails, I thought it's like, wow, that can't be real, right? It's serious. Entertainment Tonight, Ryan Seacrest Show, Ellen DeGeneres. Wow, I was like, what happened here? Uh, and then I thought, wow, I talked to some people. It's like, do I really want to go for this? I had doubts within myself because I knew this was not normal.
Mm,
And then if I start doing this entertainment industry, my life would never go back to normal again. Like there's no going back.
okay.
But I thought it's still worth it because I feel the most important factor was how I get to share my version of my story.
I love it. I love it. And so, do you feel this was a while ago, but do you feel you were selective in what shows you went to, or was it kind of first come, first serve, or did you have any criteria for who you would work with?
I feel that I do have some boundaries I set for myself. Overall, my philosophy is that I don't like to do anything that is, too sexual, too over the top, just
Mhm.
to become more famous or get attention.
You're kind of like
Mhm.
risky, right?
Risky,
Yeah.
right. And then like for example, I wouldn't agree to any profanity in a
Mhm.
movie script. Uh, so and the reasoning is because I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's okay to do anything to have like verbal attack against other people. Don't
Right.
say bad things about other people, for example. It doesn't matter how much people pay me for that one. Uh, because I learned from other people, from other even though I wasn't that maybe I already have more experience, even though I haven't worked in the industry. I
Mhm.
read the news, I read the history. It always comes back to bite you when you do something that's against the good value.
The good value, the good virtues. It's kind of like you either get pushed or you feel like this is my moment. I'm going to defend myself or attack the other person. And in your gut, you said, "Oh, I felt strong there," but slowly that feeling erodes, and you start to feel ashamed of your choices, right? So you
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. And then fast forward. Now we see so many examples that maybe they didn't. Many celebrities and stars might not have made the best decision, whether it's slapping Will Smith on stage or making inappropriate comments on the national television.
Yeah, I guess even with what you've been through, and then others, but even email, right? A lot of people say, especially legal staff, whatever you're going to email, whatever you're going to write, whatever you're going to say, imagine it being on the front page of a newspaper. Everybody's going to know. Would you be proud of it, right? Would you stand
Yeah.
behind it? And I love
Right.
your philosophy. It's really about just trying not to swear, not endorsing shows or movies that would swear or ask you to have swearing in the script, I guess, right? And
Yeah.
just not disrespecting people. I mean, humor is one thing, but I think that also can be taken too far, unfortunately, right? We can really hurt
Right.
people's feelings, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's really wonderful. That's really wonderful. um I think jumping back to your '04 audition, and then you've been fortunate enough to go back in '22 to American Idol, after the what I would say were scathing, really harsh, negative comments to you. And I'm very proud of you for standing up and, going for it. Right. There was a particular statement you made, and it was about, they asked, kind of, why are you there? What feedback do you have? And I was curious if you'd like to share that.
What do you mean by feedback?
So when you responded back to them about why you were there, and I believe you were saying that everybody should have a chance, there was a certain statement you
Oh
made.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, yeah. So what I told people on TV recently on the reunion was
Mm.
like, I believe everyone has a right to try something new without being judged or ridiculed. And that's the life philosophy I live by, because yes, we need to make a living for our career, whatever choices we make, but we also somehow, like, we want in our heart, at least from what I learned, is that people want to do something that's fun for them, do something that they actually enjoy.
Wow. No, I think that's really wonderful, and I appreciate you sharing that. And a reason why I was looking for the words to share with you to remind you was that, do try something new, right? You should have the
Yeah,
opportunity, the choice, the chance. It could be on American Idol, it could be American Got Talent. It could be a variety of shows. Could be in your hometown, applying for a new job, like you've applied for different jobs, right? The servers and the crime analyst position. And I think we all have the opportunity, as regards to career growth, for example, that if we're seeking out a new job or a promotion or a first time job, we should have the right to apply. We should have the right to compete with others. And the second part is, to your point, is that we shouldn't feel judged, but unfortunately, we do get judged, right?
yes, yes.
And so, with that said, it's so hard knowing that negative feedback can be out there for someone like you, for others, that we kind of, I feel sometimes we have to build a firewall, right? We have to kind of flak jacket to protect ourselves from those negative comments, you know?
Yeah, and unfortunately, one of my biggest critics to this day is still my mom. I love her, by my mom. She reminds me, is like, how come you can't get a stable job? yeah, master's in business, yeah, bachelor's in math. What a waste. You
Oh,
know, you have to be a rock star.
wow, wow. You felt like you're back up on stage in front of that big table, right? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. She didn't say exactly those words, but that's what she told me. It feels like so bad because like yeah, I could have taken as a six-figure job if I wanted to, you know, if I worked my way up like a normal person. But maybe I would feel miserable, you know. Maybe I wouldn't be happy.
Well, I appreciate you sharing about your mother and your harshest critic. I mean, there's some love there, I think, right? She's not doing it to hurt your feelings. I guess,
Exactly. Yeah.
in her mind, she's trying to drive you now. She may have a different vision than what you have. So that's something for
Yeah.
the family to discuss. But
Right.
you also said something that struck a chord with me, and it's, taking possibly a high paying job, six figures, or better, and if you don't like what you do, you're not going to be happy with your job. The money might be there, right? So there's a phrase that's out there, and let me see if I quote it correctly. If you do what you love, you will never work a day in your life. And the meaning is that if you really enjoy your job, what you do for your projects, your tasks, your responsibilities, you're going to get paid to do it, but you're going to do it with a happy heart and a happy spirit.
Yeah, I feel that that will definitely affect the impact and the quality that you put it out there.
Absolutely, absolutely. And sometimes when we wake up in the morning, put our feet down off the bed and kind of say, "Oh, here comes a new day." Are we embracing that day? Are we kind of shrugging and growling at it already? It's like, well, maybe you're not in the right position at work, or maybe you're not in the right career, because if you're getting up every day and the day is just starting and you're grumpy or upset with things and not looking forward to it, that might be one of those self-check moments, right?
Yeah, and then I discovered something, and I don't mind sharing this, you know,
Thank you.
with my new girlfriend because we she mentioned to me how sometimes she would be sleepy at her work, and she does the medical billing. And the medical billing is is complicated, but it's also once you get the hang of the procedure, it's the same thing every day. You know, it's
Gotcha.
about getting helping the doctors get paid. But she said that job, you know, maybe you know sometimes she would fall asleep. You know, and but then I remind her, as of this recording, yesterday, we played board games together with a couple of my friends, and I told her, "You're not falling asleep there. You were so excited. You thought you were going to win the game."
Nice, nice. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it's to your point, it's about keeping your energy level up, right? But also enjoying what you do. And it doesn't mean she doesn't like what she does, right? It's just that
No.
it can be a little bit repetitive or monotonous. And maybe
Yeah.
there's a way to introduce a break cycle into her work, or, do different types of billing throughout the day. These will be certain medical types this, take a break, and then do certain types this way. But something to get her energy level up, right? And break the cycle.
Yeah, it's the intersection between the work and the game is how do you make your work fun?
I love it. I love it. I love it. Remember to play board games with friends. Remember to get around together, enjoy yourselves, raise your heartbeat. But also, I think you said she was looking like she was going to win, right? She was anticipating the win, right?
Yeah, she didn't, but it was a very close game. Yeah,
Oh, she did not. Okay. Oh, the spoiler alert. Okay. Well, wait a
yeah.
minute. Who won?
Another one of my friends has more experience. Yeah,
Oh man, William, come on.
I know.
Oh no, that's really nice. Let's see here, checking my notes here. Okay. No, I think, William, this has been an incredible interview. I really thank you for what you've been able to do for society, sharing with people that they're able to get out, and you believe in endorsing them and being yourself and having a chance to get out there and be original. But then also the great words that you said, that you feel that you should have a chance to be yourself and try out. I think that's really sparked a lot of interest in society. I think there's a lot of inspiration. And by the way, with your 3 or 4 years of fame and fandom, if you will, do you not did you not also motivational speak, or do you both also motivational speak now?
Yeah, let's touch on that one because I think that listeners will benefit from listening to how I decide to create my own path, but it's not right for everybody.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
so I went from the 4 years of traveling, performing, living this dream life, and then I worked for about 8 years in a regular day job. 2 years for the sheriff's department, and then eventually I promoted to public health. Worked about 6 years, and then I felt like, oh my gosh, every day is a drag. It's like, what's the point? And that's when I know is maybe it's time to transition, to try something new. That's
Okay.
why I took the risk to quit my job, and then I go back into the performing and speaking again. It took a while to get that up and running, but still to this day, it's a struggle because I'm not one of those top speakers. I'm not the next Tony Robbins. So I'm very fortunate that I was able to transition my entertainment to online, doing something like cameos, like people would pay me to do the fan videos. So, but that's not for everybody,
Okay.
that it's some so it's more like there are people like my girlfriend. I feel that she is meant what she wants to do, the medical side of the work, like whatever, however she growed her career. I will fully support her because I feel that's something that she genuinely enjoys. She studied the all the how to say it, X's and O's. Let's just call it that way. The details, right? She enjoys that, so maybe that is for her. So think about if that's something you genuinely enjoy, are you naturally curious without people pushing you to do something?
Mm. No, I think that's wonderful to your comment about being naturally curious versus others pushing you and driving you. I think William, you'd be good at this. William, you need to do this. William, I did this. You need to do this, right? You don't want to be pushed,
Right.
you don't want to be pushed, but you also maybe don't want to be a follower. I mean, it all depends where your gut takes you. But I think it's about what you were saying about your inner feelings, right? You feel she's very good at what she does and is good at it. It's just a little monotonous. But with you, you said, hey, after being in the career for a while, you said, I'm going to switch things up after the sheriff's department and then working in public health, right? You said, hey, I'm going to
Yeah.
try something else. And now you're, kind of back out there again, right?
Yeah.
And do you enjoy certain opportunities more than others? Like do you cameos, audio spots, video? What do you like the most? What do you like the least?
I like the live in person speaking and performing. The online videos are also fun because
Mm-hmm.
they don't take up that much time.
Okay.
I almost feel like that's the reward. That's what people see. But what people don't see is all the planning and marketing behind the scenes that you have to do in order to earn those opportunities.
Yeah. No, that's a great point you bring up. And that sometimes we want instant fame, instant stardom, fandom, whatever the words are, and people don't understand how much time and effort it takes to get there. And you meet somebody like you mentioned, Tony Robbins, the international speaker, author, a variety of things, right?
Right.
And you say, I want that. I want that. Well, that's who he is today. If you are on a certain other show, whatever it may be, you want that now as a viewer, as a listener. But we forget that these people, like you, even just going back to '04 with American Idol, which is now 19 years, that's 19 years. That's a long darn time, right? To develop yourself and to grow yourself.
Yes.
And we have to sometimes sit back, is what I would suggest, and say, okay, it's okay you want that. It's okay you're hungry. Passion is important. But in all reality, you have to lay out the plans, the steps, the vision to get there, right?
Yeah, so I feel like the difference between me and other people advocating for chasing dreams
Okay.
is that I learned to do it in a way that's not going to abandon the responsibility. Like let's say for some reason the next few years things don't go well for my entertainment business. I'm not going to hesitate to go back to find a job that I feel better about. Now that I have now have more deeper understanding of myself, maybe I can learn new software skills. Maybe I can, help people with the social media marketing. Who knows, right?
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I'm open to different possibilities instead of saying like, oh no, I'm a rock star. I need to be a rock star. No, that's not how life works.
No, I love it. I love it because here you have had a really incredible international path to fame, but yet you've also had different jobs in society. But there's a message too, though, that I think I'm hearing from you, and that it's not that once, if and when your success dwindles off or even stops, you're not going to say, oh man, the ride is over, I'm a failure. That's the big thing. I did not hear you say that. You said, I'm
No.
going to kind of reset and I'm going to look at what else can I do, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's important too, is that you also did not mention that if this level of progress stops, that you're going to go back to what you were doing. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. But you're saying, with what I've learned, where have I grown? What other things can I do now? So I really love the energy and the personality that you're bringing to this, because that is also one of the things about career growth that people often overlook, is that, oh, I always did this. Now I've lost this job. I have to do it somewhere else. Hey, wait a minute. Look back and see what you learned. Look back at your knowledge, your wisdom, your experience, and what can you do to help others? How can you find a different job? And I love your outlook on this, William. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Awesome. Cool. So what are your next immediate plans? I know that when we saw you at Podfest, you were kind of finding yourself and kind of fine tuning what you're looking at. Do you have anything to share yet? Is anything up and coming, or you still in the creative phase?
Well, I'm in the creative phase, but a couple of projects that I'm looking at for this year. I would like to start my own podcast about helping people how to chase their dreams in the right way.
Nice.
And then the other project I'm thinking of is actually creating a board game to help people chase their dreams.
Oh
You
my
know,
God.
imagine a combination of life and monopoly and cash flow. You know,
Wow.
you can try different businesses and careers without spending so much time and money.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Just supporting people. They're trying things out on a board game level, maybe getting some inspiration from your podcast. You talking about the challenges you faced and some of which you shared here. Thank you for being so genuine, authentic. But then also helping others just be inspired, influenced to move forward. That's really awesome. I love it.
Thank you.
Man, I don't know. If you do get a podcast, William, I would be honored if you would consider me as a guest. Wink, wink.
Sure.
All right. Well, William, it has been an absolute pleasure being on this show with me. And thank you so much. I'm honored to have you. It's one of the first video recordings I'm doing. I'm eventually moving over to that, to the full platform. But thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for agreeing to be on the show and sharing your background, kind of your steps growing up in life, and then also where you are today. Do you have any final comments or questions about me or the show or anything like that before we get ready to close?
Well, whatever your dreams are, your dream can be your career as well. So focus on taking that next step to get closer. Like, don't get stuck on knowing exactly how things will work out for you in your life.
I love it. I love it. Don't get stuck and just follow your dreams and focus on them. That's amazing. Thank you for that closing inspirational thought.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Do you feel like singing the song for a few seconds? I'm sure you got that request a lot.
Well, if you want me to sing a song, it'll be a different song because I think this is a better fit for your show. So here it is. And just do it. Be what you want to be. Do what you want to do. Be true yourself and just do it. Be what you want to be. Do what you want to do because it's all up to you.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you so much for that surprise song. That's so wonderful. I love it. I love it.
You're welcome.
William, thank you again for being on the Career Growth Made Easy podcast. Really appreciated your time. I know my listeners are going to appreciate your time as well. I'll let you know when the show airs and make sure you are aware of when we're out there and what channels we're on. So thank you again for being here, and just very appreciative for you to spend your time with me and my listeners.
That was fun. Thank you.
Awesome. It was truly an honor to hang out with William Hung and get to know him a little bit better, along with his rise to fame through American Idol. If you'd like to know more about William Hung, you can check him out on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn through William Hung Official. And for YouTube, it's at William Hung Official. Don't forget that official part so you get the real William Hung. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe to our channel. New episodes every Monday. In the meantime, why don't you follow us on social media at Craig Ansell on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. To book a coaching appointment, download our free guides, or join our email list, check out the links in the description below.